Welcome back, future fire breathers. As you're making your way through this whole CrossFit journey of yours, you're no doubt questioning if this CrossFit thing is even right for you. You're starting to think, you know what, maybe I should just listen to that inner voice of mine. Maybe I should just quit. Actually, I was looking at some CrossFit stats on Wodify. They said up to 70% of new CrossFitters, they drop out of their box in the first 3 months. 3 months! Oh my God! I used to think that, wow, that's such a high number. But then I realized I was in exactly the same boat not too long ago. Like, why would I continue to pay for a membership if I'm not seeing any progress? That was my thinking back then, but boy, was I wrong? You see, just because you can't see immediate results doesn't mean it's not working on you. Stop thinking that failure is the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Do you know how many times it took for me to do a stupid freaking clean and jerk? So freaking long, and I'm still working on it. I'm terrible. But it's about the journey. My point is, though, you should never judge yourself through the lens of a moment. This fitness thing takes time. You've just got to keep pushing and keep learning. You must have heard the interview I did with Crystal yesterday, and she was talking about mental toughness being gained from doing the Spartan. Even though she didn't finish first, she still gained something in return. Always look for the positives in everything. See, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Anyways, as I was saying about those stats, something really interesting about it was that people mostly drop out of the box because they keep getting injured. It's the worst. That's why recovery is so important to your CrossFit. And learning how to recover properly is an absolute must. So, how do you go about doing that? Well, through many ways, but the three that I found that are the most effective is one, deloading. So, what is deloading? Deloading is like a rest day, but only longer. I remember I was talking to this one guy in GNC one time, which is the Canadian version of Popeye supplements for you American listeners at home. And he said he usually goes to the gym for 2 weeks straight, then stops going for 2 weeks more. At first, I thought this guy was freaking nuts, but then more people at the box started to talk about it, and I got intrigued. Could you really gain more quote unquote gains if you just stop working out? Oh, yes and no. It's a misnomer. Well, for one, 2 weeks to deload is way too long. I usually do 3 to 4 days, but it's so important because you need to get your body prepared for the next brutal workout sesh. I know a lot of time on social media, you see stuff saying, never take more than 3 days between your workouts, 3 days off between your workouts. And while that is a great piece of advice to follow, the problem with that, though, that only applies to those, I don't say intense workouts, I mean less intense workouts, but it's more body weight, it's less weighted workouts. With the CrossFit stuff, it's high intensity. You gotta keep going and going and going with heavy weights and a reduced time frame. So I would say 3 to 4 days just to rest is definitely a good option. And lacrosse balls, they're amazing and they'll take your recovery to a whole nother level. You have to mostly use it on your thoracic spine and your hip muscles. I like to use it instead of foam rollers because it really gets into those nooks and crannies of everything, really loosens up the knots that I have, which is always a great plus. Contrast bats are a bit unusual, but they still work like gangbusters. First, you can take a cold shower for about 5 minutes. Then, I mean, who would want to take a cold shower for more than 5 minutes, right? And then you take a hot bath. And the hot water will actually increase blood flow to sore muscles, helping them to heal faster. While the cold water reduces inflammation and soreness and may even boost your energy. Now, if you want to really gain long lasting energy, improve your focus in your WODs so you cause less injuries to yourself and recover even faster so you have more of a chance to make the leaderboard, then I've got the perfect thing for you. It's my latest supplement, Sunfire, and help you as a CrossFit newbie power through the toughest workouts with ease. It's made with 8 nutritional powerhouses so you be comfortable with what you put into your body, which means you finally gain the right energy to make CrossFit work for you and feel proud of yourself for doing so. head over to apollosupps.com/sunfiremax. That's APOLLOSUPPS.com/sunfiremax, MAX, to learn more. I'll post the link in the description too. Till then, I'll see you in the next episode, Future Fire Breathers.